Hi everyone, it's Wendy again. Now I'm going to show you how to do fingerprint penguins. Now if you ever made the penguin cards that was at Christmas time, one of the packs at Christmas time, then it's quite similar to that. So I've got myself a blue sheet of paper. Doesn't matter if you haven't got blue, just try and use something that isn't white. If you've only got white, then that's fine. And now on the instructions it says to paint white here, but I've just stuck a piece of white card. Thought that'd be just as good. So I'm using a paper plate for my paint pots. So I've got black, yellow, white. You can't really see the white. It's very, there it is. I've got very strong lights on today. It's quite dark. And then I've got a very, down here is a very sparkly white. I thought that would be nice as well. So I think what we'll do is do the penguins first. So you're going to use your finger for this. Now penguins can live in groups, so you can do as many of these as you want. So just dip, and then they're going to go on the ice, on this white bit. And maybe have 2 or 3 out of 1 fingerprint. And dot them all about. So if, like me, they look a bit grey, just go over them again and they'll be fine. Have some down here, shall we, as well? And some just standing on the top over here in a little group. There, I think that will be enough. You see? So you do lots of black dots. Just going to fill that one in. It looks a bit grey, okay? I'm just going to use a tissue. Tissue or a wet wipe will be fine, just to wipe and dry this finger so it doesn't get smudged in any way. Okay? Now, you're going to get your little finger and we're going to make their tummies in white. It should be, well, we'll see. It should be okay to do it straight away. So, probably do one at a time so you don't touch the black too much. All penguins are different anyway, so if one looks a bit more grey or a bit more white, that's fine. Just go along and dot their tummies up. If you want to leave it to dry, then you can. If you want to carry on and do it at the same time, you can do that as well. Just go along and dip your paintbrush in. So your finger in the paint, okay? So do that over and over until you've got your penguins. Now, I'm going to do the snow up here. So I'm turning the paper round just because then you're not going to be smudging over your work that you've just done. So I've got this handy little daubing brush, look. I'm going to use the white that I've got for some of them. So just really random, just do your snowflakes. Just like that. And then that sparkly paint I'm going to try. I'm just going to get some on. It's just a see-through sparkly paint. You have to mix a bit of the white in maybe and have white sparkly. How about that? That's better. Just go over those that I've done. So how does that look for snowflakes? What do you reckon? Let me show you so far. It's quite a snowy picture, isn't it? Now, I'm sure you could probably let yours dry, but because I want to get the video done at the same time, I'm going to have to go along and put the feet on. So I'm going to dip it in yellow, and I've got a very thin paintbrush. Can you see? So how many feet does a penguin have? 2. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We do that all the way along. So our penguin have some nice feet. This definitely will be better if you leave it to dry before you do this. So you could do penguins one day and then the feet and everything else the next if you wanted to. It'd probably be dry in about half an hour, so it wouldn't be too long if you went to do something else and then came back to doing the yellow. Nearly done. One more foot. Okay, I'm going to be careful how I tip this over because some of my white is very running. Can you see I've done the penguin's feet now? They also have beaks, don't they? So that will be at the top of the white normally. So I'll have to see if I can do this. It may not work. I may have to do the beaks later. That's where the most of the paint is. No, I don't think that's going to work, so I'll have to do the beaks later. So that will be better to dry. Now the last thing to do is the eyes. So I'm going back into the white and then just do 2 dots near the top of the head. So you have 2 eyes. And this again will be better if you leave it to dry. And just put 2 little dots from the end of your paintbrush. Just use your paintbrush really carefully and make a sort of dot shape. Some of my first fingerprints are nearly dry now, so it hasn't taken long, has it, to dry them? Maybe I'll try the yellow on those first ones. I can hear the birds outside today. I hope you're looking out for the birds and giving them lots of food and feeding them. I've got a little robin that comes down on my fence, and he knows when I nip out and put some bird food out for him. I can hear him now. I bet he's waiting for me to go and open the box of food and give him some food, I think. I'm just going to try a beak on this one that's a bit drier so I can show you. That's not too bad. Okay. So I'm just going to dab that a little bit. There we go. So I'll show you the one that I've done closely. Can you see this one here? Look, he's got his legs and his beak and his eyes. And that's all of the penguins on the picture, okay? So I think that's a really nice picture, isn't it? So why don't you have a go and you'll have a little penguin picture for yourself. Okay, see you again soon. Bye.